in your
work?
Work, yes, in Campinas, or in Cerrado too.
Yes, yes. I work. I would say, the bridge of communication between clients and the farm. So whatever the clients need from the farm, I would direct to the right person or get the right coffee, whatever the clients needs. And whenever the farm also needs to speak to the clients in a way that they can understand. So I do this work. Also, logistics, all the shipments are under my management.
He believes that Dateera has an advantage in comparison with the other farms. So could you explain about the advanced point against the other players? I mean, what is your sales point, charm point as a coffee farm?
Yeah, I think that the most strong point would be consistency year by year. And so we have a range of blends that allow us to have consistency year by year. So the clients that gets coffee this year, next year is going to be the same coffee. So I think this is very important for companies that want to do a serious job, like Dois, that they can count on and trust on consistency. How many years has he been buying Sweet Yellow?
From last October.
Last October.
So now they just began. He talked about
packaging.
yes, couple of they bought the second place.
I saw it.
89 bucks, but he found the Dateera Pentapack.
Yeah, we the Cup of Excellence management looked for us and asked us if we could package the winner lots. So what we did is we made a donation to Cup of Excellence, Alliance for Cup. I don't remember the name of the organization.
Okay.
That runs.
どうでしたかね。
はい。
コーヒーの入り方は。
We would like to thank them for participating on the espresso bar. It was a good experience for everybody, and we thank very much their co-partnership with us.
Yes.
I had some clients from United States that wanted to buy. I want to buy that Doi coffee.
Really?
Yes. So I was like, oh, I don't know. I'll try to find out what is in the blend, but I'm thinking it's a secret. I don't know.
He did a lot of trial and error to stage to submit to the espresso bar, and he was wondering which stage should be suitable for this particular opportunity. Because when he visited America, the United States, before, the roasted coffee there was totally different from that existing in Japan. So that's why he tried to find out. So, but it was good to hear that the US people appreciate. How can I say? To prevent the honor of Dateera, the name of Dateera, losing just after their roast. So it was okay, but it's thought about Dateera's reputation.
Thank you very much.
His question is, what is the most important thing to think about when you produce your coffee? For example, for Doi coffee, the most important thing is to procure the best coffee and keep the freshness of the roasted beans. Vice versa, how about you as a coffee producer?
It's hard to say only one thing because there are so many stages during coffee production that must be taken care of. Otherwise, the final output wouldn't be good. So since the plantation through packaging, all the steps must be very well taken care of. So it's not only one thing. It's like many details along the chain.
Which makes you do many efforts. to obtain the results.
Brazil is a huge country, and we don't do hand picking of only the mature beans as other countries do. So having we already have less of this problem because we have been taking care since the plantation. But even though we do this, there is a lot of is a large farm, so you have good coffee, very high quality coffee, but you also have defects. So where we have to invest more in technology and more in labor work would be to separate the defects.
As I explained to you,
The roasted
bean, but they don't need to pick hand-sort on Dateera coffee.
Oh, good.
So they really appreciate and economically reasonable for them too.
Yeah.
So even
This
it
is
is regarded as an expensive coffee, but in the fact, it's not so expensive coffee.
this is what many people don't understand because they don't have the knowledge they have and so many years working with coffee. So sometimes our coffee may look expensive at first, but then if you really check no losses and the happiness of the clients and everything, so that's not cost.
Of course, I will explain about your investment to do the separation a lot. But on the other hand, they have also installed investment like personal cost, picking cost, or dumping cost of the eliminated beans. They need, they take extra cost. Yes. So anyway, that's how it's written.
Yeah. So we hope more farms at the origin can make this work, so they wouldn't have to do it.
They have plenty of questions from consumers about agri-chemicals, because the consumers' awareness very big and the concern is very big in Japan. So could you just roughly explain about how do you operate, how do you manage the pesticide in your farm to the consumer?
It's we do have some chemical usage because there are some pests and diseases that are very strong, especially in Minas, bicho mineiro, very strong disease in the area. But rainforest alliance certification already excludes some pesticides that even the Brazilian government allows us to use, the rainforest doesn't allow.
Okay.
So we already have a reduced usage of these chemicals because of the certification.
Got it.
The farm every year, so every year they check on usage, pesticides, everything. It's not one thing that's done once and then is forgotten about. Every year we have this is a win-win situation. So the Dateera names, if he works well, if we work well, his image with quality will raise, and if he works our coffee well, our image with quality. Sure.
That's
he doesn't have to worry. We like small clients, even small clients. Or what we prize the most is the quality orientation, no matter what volume you are working.
They're not sure whether they are moved by the media. Media just make the booming, just saying line, they're telling a lie or not.
Because they're poor or something.
So he would just like to know which is that the correct information or not? We believe that.
It is correct information. There are many coffee farms, many poverty in coffee farms around the world, especially in Africa and some countries in Central America as well. Brazil as well, but Brazil is as we produce volume, we can reduce this damage a little bit. But what I think it's not fair is instead of using this money for advertising the poverty on the coffee farms, this money should be invested in teaching, in education for these small farms to produce quality. you know, because this way you would help them, but in the other hand, you would have a quality product. Because what is not fair is just buying out of pity, you know, because the money invested in advertising, all this should be invested in education. This is my point.
Even if you look at the fair trade certified coffee, there are a lot of question marks. So basically, he agreed with you that like a fair trade certification propaganda should go through on to much more education.
It's not fair trade, for instance. It pays a fair price to the producer, but don't teach them what to do with the money. So instead of investing maybe in quality, they would buy a large TV screen.
Yes. Do you have any projection on the future being Dateera, like 5 years later? Future vision of Dateera farm in the near future, 5 years?
Dateera doesn't want to get much bigger than this. We want to be a large farm, focus on the specialty coffee, but we don't have the how do I say, the eager to be like the largest farm in Brazil or something like this. Because we also believe that the way we take care of the coffee, there is a limit as big as a farm can be. So we are developing some partnerships with other farms in order to help them to get quality, and this way helping the whole Brazil country to get better quality. But for the Dateera itself, we don't want to be much bigger than what we already are, because we're quality driven. So I think we have the way that the company is divided right now, and the way we work right now is pretty much what we will try to keep doing in the next 5 years. Of course, always developing technology and bringing in more quality resources to the company.
So if you have a message to send to the consumer clients who have already purchased the therapy.
We are very happy to know that the quality we have been producing and taking care of since the seedlings, the trees, everything, and shipping this coffee with so much care and different packaging and everything, it makes us very happy to see the ending of this here, so far away. We say in Brazil, the other side of the world, literally. So it's very an honor for us to know that the quality is being recognized so far away from our country, and I will bring all this information I'm getting here on how pleased the clients are with the coffee, and bring me all the way back to my co-workers in Brazil and make sure everybody gets the same message. Thank you.